Hey, this is Asu, and welcome to my guide on how to kill Chronos easily. First of all, this is a two-phase fight, and he's got a lot of abilities, although most of them can be outranged, which is what my guide will focus on explaining. The build I use will be featured at the end of the video. In phase 1, Chronos will use a cleaving scythe sweep, which hits for a quite large area. This can be outranged. He will also use a charged attack, which has a very long charge range unless he's standing in your binding circle. At 75%, 50% and 25% he spawns adds and lightning orbs around him. When this happens, you want to run to the opposite side of the room. Finish the adds and create some space, since at this point he also tries to vacuum you into him for large amounts of damage. He can also shoot a circular projectile at you, which too can be outranged, although this is probably the hardest ability to dodge in phase 1 since the range is quite long. To summarize how to beat phase 1 is pretty much to outrange him. Nearly all abilities can be fully outranged using a spell build or Q-cast build. Never stand within his range, since his attacks are very fast and you're bound to take a hit or two. When adds spawn, create distance between yourself and the boss and kill adds quickly to avoid having additional projectiles in the room, making the Chronos telegraphs harder to see. Phase 2 starts as soon as the boss reaches 0%. He'll regain his health and restart the fight at 100% with more abilities in a new arena. Just like in phase 1, you want to stand at max range, using spell casts whenever possible. He will still use his basic moveset from phase 1, the cleave, the charge, the lightning orbs, and at 50% he will start to spawn adds again. In addition to the phase 1 mechanics, he will use 3 different time-based abilities. The first one creates a moving hour hand, which you can simply dash through or outrun. The second ability creates several time spheres across the arena, which will freeze you for several seconds if you touch them. The last one makes one number on the clock start glowing. You have to run to the glowing number ASAP or you'll get hit for a lot of damage. Just like in phase 1, you want to continuously keep max range to dodge his basic abilities, which you'll notice still are the most difficult ones to dodge. The new time-based abilities are arena-wide, meaning you can't dodge them by outranging them, but at the same time they're very telegraphed and the boss stands still usually while casting them, often making these abilities kind of the easiest ones to deal with during the entire fight. At 50% when the adds spawn, I generally dodge along the edge of the arena and continue focus killing Chronos. The reason for this is that you always want a binding circle if possible on Chronos to avoid getting charged. Focusing adds might end up with you being frozen by them and having Chronos charge on top of you, ending a run. It's generally easier to kite them and occasionally kill a few together with Chronos using the binding circle cast. As you can see here at the end, I chose to kill adds, which actually gave Chronos the opportunity to charge me. Don't do this mistake. Keep your distance and focus the boss until they group up with him and then kill them all together. Do this a few times and the boss will be dead. The build I used for this run is very simple. Apollo, Zeus and Hera. The main focus is picking the skills that improve your binding cast, and which gives you infinite mana. You can also get duo skills, which are very good but not necessary. In the kill I just showed you, I had no duo skills. You also need to pick up one skill which allows you to cast your binding circle away from you. Hestia and Zeus got abilities like this, so generally I try to get Hestia into my composition to ensure I don't miss out. If you think this guide helped, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe. It helps a lot. If you want to see more content like this, please check out my other videos. Regards from Asu.